Chicago Pride Parade.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 54th Annual Chicago Pride Parade. I'm Jose Sanders, and our theme this year is United in Pride.
I'm Tanya Babich, also thrilled to be here again for one of our city's premier events. Hello to all, and you know we have some friends with us in the booth today. I am thrilled to be next to my sweetheart here, Cody LeGros, our award-winning journalist and sometimes Windy City Weekend contributor.
Sometimes, no, Tanya, I say it every year. It's a good day to be gay. I'm excited to be here, and look at our set this year. I had to pop some Zyrtec before I showed up today. It's a party.
It is beautiful. I mean, and these are real flowers too. I thought when we walked up that maybe
too pretty.
Very nice.
Exactly.
So a big shout out to our friends at the at Seville Flowers, a family-owned business in Evanston who first opened their doors 80 years ago. We'll talk about the flowers again in a bit, but first we have a hello to deliver to my left.
We got Kim Hart, Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
Kim.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, she's an LGBT Hall of Fame, longtime advocate for racial and social equality, and just overall good woman.
All right.
So good to see you, my friend.
For that, Jose.
I'm by you today.
Happy Pride, everybody. I had so much fun up here last year, and I am so glad to be back with all of you this year.
Yes, indeed, and you can see the parade route behind us, and if you take a closer peek, you might actually see who is again out on the route getting ready to talk to you all as you celebrate Pride. Jason?
That's right. I'm always doing those consumer investigations. My fourth year hosting the Pride Parade from the street, get to bring you all the excitement, all the activity from here. You know, I remember 21 years ago when I first moved to the city, coming to this parade on the sidelines. We may or may not have had a cooler of beer. Unfortunately, none here today, but we're going to have a lot of fun out here.
Well, we always do. Jason Knowles, live out on the street. Jason, thank you so much.
We love you, Jason. Have fun and be careful and stay hydrated, my friend.
And we're
It's a beautiful day. Look at all the people. We were worried, you know, we've had some rainouts and stuff before, but we have sunshine in abundance this time.
Yes, we do. And, you know, it was really hot earlier this week, but today, I mean, it's going to be 90, but that's not bad.
It's a good 90.
Kim, that's very optimistic.
I'm trying.
We should let everyone know at home. We are armed with
got fans,
on set. They got the same, like a base that you have on a power drill, so we are going to be cool and safe.
That's
I see the
spritzing. We
water
are
bottle.
spritzing.
They're spritzing.
Spritzing. Look at our cutie pie.
Hello. Love to see you happy people out there with your pride flags.
Chicago has turned out. You know, we usually have about 1 million people along the parade, right? And we are celebrating Pride today in Chicago.
And if you're me, Jose, that's 1 million opportunities to find Mr. Right. You know what I'm saying?
We got the call. Cody, we're putting in the work for you.
Thank you.
Well, and maybe we got to get you out of the booth, honey.
I know. I'm going for Jason's job pretty soon.
You got to get in the field.
Because you are looking good, my friend. Look at Cody. Look at Cody.
No, it's the humidity. You know, it shrink a little bit, the hair gets bigger. It's nice. It's nice.
You get to moisturize.
That's your Beyonce about.
Yes, exactly. Here we go, Tanya. Thank you.
We're good. I think we have the opening banner. The people are here. We are about to kick off the 54th Annual Chicago Pride Parade as we look at the beautiful, beautiful faces out there. Looking forward to a good time in the city.
Good time and a hot time. It's going to be hot on multiple ways. And we did give you a heads up on our morning newscast. Tracy was forecasting some intense heat prolonged into the weekend. And you know, we said, well, if you're going to have a parade with a pride parade with intense heat, what better parade to choose than this one when people are in various states of undress?
And if they are in states of dress, it's very likely to be wet already.
Cody, behave, because here's Jason. Jason,
Hey.
save us, save us.
How are you? I'm going to save you. Unfortunately, the parade hasn't, I don't think, started yet, at least here. But you can see here, you look at the police, the lights. We had a close call earlier where one of those cars almost hit me, but I'm okay. It's all right. We're going to talk to some people here on the street who are getting ready. They are excited for the parade. Kathy, this is her first Pride Parade, right? So tell me a little bit about your story. This is your first parade. Why are you here?
Because of my daughter Elizabeth and her partner Thelma and my other daughter Megan. We're one big happy family. I want to support my daughter in any way, shape, or form. I'm proud to be her mother. Unconditional love is what it should be.
And that's amazing that you're here to support them.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What are you expecting today? What's on your mind?
I really honestly don't know. I've watched it on TV. They were interviewed last year. They had a great time. It's a lot of fun. I also work for the Cubs, so I'm waiting for the Cubs float to come through.
Go Cubs, go.
Go Cubs, go. Yeah.
All right.
They had a great day last night, so I know the parade today will be awesome. And I'm just here. I'm proud of my daughter.
And your daughter, tell me how important is it for you? First of all, what's your name? I'm sorry.
Liz.
Liz.
Yeah.
How important is it for you that your mother is here to support you right by your side?
It's great. Last 2 years I've had my sister here. This is my mom's first time. We've been together for 8 years. This is our 9th Pride together, so it's really important to have our family here. We're usually here with friends, but our family's here today, so it's really cool.
Great. And is this your first Pride too, or no? You were here last year. You were here last year.
Probably my first Pride was with my parents when I was in grammar school. So, yeah, it's been many years. Luckily, I've been able to participate for a while now, and I'm just happy to have family here and, you know, my partner's mom that supports us all the way, and I feel like that's how, you know, all families should be, and she's a great example of that.
Great, great. That's always moving to hear,
Absolutely,
right? The
yeah.
support that you need, and you need that support to keep fighting every day.
Absolutely.
And you're the sister, right? We can't leave you out.
Can't leave me out.
And how are you today?
I'm doing good, good.
Why do you like coming to Pride so much, to the parade?
Just so I can support my sister and, you know, her partner and support everybody, you know? I mean, it's a great time to be here.
Is there any one float you are just so excited to see, that you see every year, that you can't wait to see?
Just can't wait to see all of them. I love all of them.
All of them. I love them all too, especially the ABC 7 float, and we're going to be, of course, seeing people on that float as well. Looks like things are just starting to kick off a little bit here. We do have some of the police that are still going by first, so the police first, and then the motorcycles. So we're going to have the parade kicking up. I'm going to send it back to all of you right now.
Oh, wonderful.
That's
Jason,
beautiful.
we're excited to get
Yes,
this parade
yes.
underway. Before we get going, a quick shout out. You know, when we broadcast a parade, ABC 7 takes up a lot of space. So a big shout out to Family Properties of Chicago and the stores that are located in the Lakeshore Shopping Center. We've got the 7-Eleven there, the Panino's Pizzeria, UPS, Verizon, Chase, Buzzed by Z Salon and Bar, Wingstop of Wrigleyville, Glamour Nails and Spa, Fabric here on Broadway, trying to get it all in, the Dry Cleaners, Amore Sushi House, and the Green City Project.
I heard Salon and Bar. Salon and Bar.
And look at what we have here, Bikes and Mics.
Yes, ma'am.
You can feel them.
It is this year, this group is committed to creating a welcoming environment for riders of all genders, ethnicities, and experience levels. They ride their motorcycles around Chicago and beyond. You can't miss them when they do, because you can hear them from a mile away. Their motto here is no patches, no dues, just fun, baby, just fun.
I just got the chills, you guys. I feel like the parade is starting. Our chairs are vibrating at the moment.
Wait, you're talking about loud and proud. I'm saying
100%.
Feel the rumble.
Kim, do you ride?
I wish. No. Look at there. The parade has started.
Yummy. Oh, it's yummy.
I love starting the parade with the motorcycles
Oh, yeah.
because, you know, it gets everybody revved up, no pun intended.
Yes.
And we actually have 2 motorcycle groups that are
Yes,
kicking
we
off
do.
the parade this year. This was Bikes and Mics.
Not to be confused with Dykes on Bikes.
Okay.
Chicago.
Okay.
So the official Dykes on Bikes Chicago chapter has been reactivated and is affiliated with the legendary San Francisco Dykes on Bikes. And here they come. So Antonia Tata Flores, a Chicago native who long worked worked for the CTA of all places as a bus driver, rode her Harley-Davidson motorcycle along with two friends in the Chicago parade back in 1987, and the crowd labeled those three folks Dykes on Bikes, and the name just stuck. Now, Flores unfortunately died at the age of 50 in 2008, but her legacy rides on as she was a 2011 inductee in the Chicago LGBTQ Hall of Fame, and today, Dykes on Bikes is led by her niece, Debbie Rojas. The iconic motorcycle group continues its powerful tradition in the Chicago Pride Parade, honoring community, visibility, and the woman who started it all.
Where's Jason Knowles right now? If I were him, I'd be getting on the back of one of those bikes.
Trying to arrange my ride home.
That's the way you start a parade.
100%.
Certainly is.
Look at there.
Bright smiles all the way around.
I love it. Rainbowed out. Look at
Here
that.
we go.
Like, how do you audition for this? I need a link.
You are watching the largest gay pride parade in the Midwest, one of the largest in the country, and we are so proud to bring it to you right here on ABC 7 Chicago.
Now as we await the parade banner. So this year's parade theme is United in Pride. It reflects the powerful spirit of unity, resilience, and love that defines the LGBTQ plus community and its allies. More than just a parade, United in Pride is a call to action. It is an opportunity to come together, to embrace diversity, and to continue to fight for equality.
And hearing that mom on the street, Tanya, talk about this is her first Pride, I mean, you can see the impact it has in your own family. Just a few weeks ago, my mother went to Kit Kat Lounge for the first time. Right? Okay.
She came up from Mascouda?
She came up from Mascouda. Thank you, Tanya. And Jill felt the love. It was a beautiful moment. What she said to us is she wishes the whole world felt like this. So it's that energy you feel by being here. Here comes the banner. We're officially off.
Yes.
Let's have a parade.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So for families, for allies, I know, being here in the booth is always such an honor for me. I like to say I'm everybody's favorite straight auntie here to tell you that you are loved.
And you know what? A cutie pie auntie.
Oh, yes. So much. Thank you dearly.
But Tanya, I think, don't discount your role as an ally. It's super important, especially in the moment that we are in historically. We really need our allies to show up the way they're doing at this parade today.
100%, Kim. Coming through right now is the Scouts for Equality. They were proud to provide the color guard for Chicago Pride Parade for the 10th year. 2013, they started a journey toward making scouting inclusive. And this year, the oldest volunteer organization chartered by Congress is known as Scouting America and welcomes gay scouts and leaders into all gender identities and all programs.
A lot of scouting is done out in nature. I want to take an opportunity to shout out the Cook County Preserves.
Oh, yes.
So I have an interview with them airing on ABC 7 today, and I got sent the most amazing facts about gayness in nature. So get this.
The trees are gay.
Mallards. Gay mallards. I saved this fun fact for you,
Windows
Cody.
closing. Windows closing.
All right, I'm gonna hit the pause button on this because we got Jason with the mayor.
Hi, we're with the mayor, Mayor Brandon Johnson. We have a short window here. What do you have to say for Pride? How excited are you to be here?
I'm very excited. This is a part of a long tradition in Chicago where the LGBTQ plus community started the resistance right here. And we're going to continue to stand up for the LGBTQ plus community. And despite the threats that are coming from the federal government, we're still strong and very proud for in this city.
Right. I mean, that's the message, right? We want to keep on fighting, stay equal. Brandon Johnson, Mayor Brandon Johnson, thanks for stopping. I know that we're running out of time here and running out of cable, so we got to stop. And we're going to send it back up to you guys. But that was a fun little walk.
That was pesky logistics.
Keep it in real.
Pesky
Keep it in real.
logistics.
We have run out of cable.
Love that.
Going as far as I can go.
All right,
It's
our
good to hear from the mayor.
So there's the mayor, and we have others, elected officials, who are here to represent at our Pride Parade. We have the Pride Parade hosts, Alders Angela Clay from the 46th Ward, Uptown, Buena Park, and Lakeview. Bennett Lawson from the 44th, Lakeview, North Halsted, and Wrigleyville. And Timmy Knudsen from Lincoln Park, Old Town, and the Gold Coast.
transgender, and queer community make up this band, home to 4 ensembles. Are they about to play us something? Should we have a listen?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, I like a beat.
Yes.
Give me a beat.
If you are in your living room, you are required to throw some hips.
Or wherever you are.
Just don't break one. Don't break one.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people, and they are all volunteers, which is amazing to get that many people together to rehearse on a regular basis.
In harmony.
In harmony.
And Kim, I think they're your friends over at the Chicago LGBT Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
And founding member of the Pride Bands Alliance. Lakeside Pride Marching Band is under the leadership of artistic director Stephen Carey.
I like how you delivered that. You sold it for me. Thank you.
Can I say once again, Kim is in the Hall of Fame?
Exactly.
We never tire of it. We never tire of it. Ooh, what are they throwing out there?
Oh, honey. This is Task Force Prevention and Community Services on the west side of Chicago. We might see some bogan going on here.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it.
We're getting started.
There you
Get it,
go.
girl.
There we go. Woo! So Task Force is on the west side of Chicago. They have been around for like 35 years, and they are one of the featured community organizations in the parade today. Out front, doing their thing, an amazing organization led by Chris Baltazar and Raina, and they have been serving about 3,500 individuals each year from the west side of Chicago. They're about to be in a new building. They're doing amazing things, and you want to go there on Vogue Night.
Baby, they got strong knees, I can tell you that.
Oh, well, yes.
And they also provide clothing and food and all the needs that people might have. John Garcia did a wonderful piece on this organization a little bit earlier in the week for Eyewitness News. I learned so much.
Yeah.
I knew some of the things they did, but not all of the things they did. And it's a wonderful resource, a great group to kick off our Pride Parade.
That's right. And you know, as Tanya said, the theme is United in Pride, and one of the things the organizers wanted to do is make sure that community is up front. So the Grand Marshals are not politicians, they are not celebrities, they are people who are in the community. And one of them is Dr. Maya Green, who's going to show up in a minute here, who is just, they call her Dr. 100 because she keeps it real.
I love that. We got Balloons by Tommy. Of course, they're iconic. We recognize them as truly the face of this parade. Balloons by Tommy was started by Tommy DeLorenzo when he was 14 years old. Been in business for 25 years. Tommy passed away in October after a battle with cancer, and his husband, Drew Scott DeLorenzo, and the Balloons by Tommy team are keeping the company running, just as Tommy wished. Their entry will honor Tommy's memory and legacy as the company continues the traditions that he established while facing a new day for the company without him.
So colorful.
Colorful.
And so meaningful that they're doing it in his honor.
Of course, they've been a fixture in the parade since, what, 2010 through 2022?
It's always a highlight.
Don't you wonder, where do they store them?
I know, right? I hope they get a deal on storage ahead of the parade.
Oh, I like that shot. That was nice.
That was nice, yes.
Oh, fancy and stuff. That was pretty cool.
Shout out to our ABC7 photographers who bring these images to us from the parade route.
Our crew has been out here since like 4 o'clock this morning.
That is
getting this
amazing.
together. Good
Just
people
awesome.
doing good work.
We're going to take a quick timeout right now. Commercial break. We'll be back with more of the Chicago Pride Parade when we come back.
The Pride Parade, sponsored by Titanic, the hilarious musical where Celine Dion meets the Titanic. Enkin Law, longtime supporter of the Chicago Pride Parade. Call 312-6-million. Nissan, lower MSRP, big adventures. Hurry to your Nissan dealer for a test drive. Endeavor Health, Your best health is our endeavor. Beauty and the Beast, Disney's beloved musical, returning to the stage.
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling award-winning vehicles for you, right here in America. And we're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we've lowered MSRP on our best-selling Rogue and Pathfinder. So you can get the car you want, at the price you want, knowing Nissan is here for you at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue, or get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Pathfinder.
Be our guest at Disney's enchanting musical, Beauty and the Beast. Experience this timeless classic tale brought to life like never before. Fill your heart with joy and Disney magic at this dazzling and beloved production.
Coming to the Cadillac Palace Theater July 9th through August 2nd. Tickets at BroadwayInChicago.com.
Flag. That's exactly what it was. Founded in our nation's capital in 1990, fighting for the rights of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender men and women to serve with freedom and authenticity in the United States Armed Forces.
That's a big flag.
It's beautiful.
And
we are all
it feels very
patriotic.
Bruce Springsteen with the flag, too.
Where were we born?
To run? Question mark?
I think we're also seeing welcoming schools. The welcoming schools contingent is made up of educators, parents, and students from Nettlehorse Elementary in the CPS neighborhood, Rogers Park, Montessori School, Catherine Cook School, near North Montessori, and Lacey Francois de Chicago.
Well, no, and there's plenty of opportunity to learn at these schools. I mean, Tanya, you were telling me that you learned a fun fact about gayness at the Forest Preserve?
About gayness at the Forest Preserve. So get this, guys. Mallards. So gay mallards will sometimes form all-male clubs.
Okay.
They flock together, spend days in the same group. Some male pairs bond for life, performing synchronicity like that of female-male bonds that includes feeding, resting, and preening in perfect synchronicity.
Tanya, my grandma used to say, if it walks like a duck, and if it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. And I think she went to the Forest Preserve and learned that.
Oh, I thank them for these fun facts. Amazing. I mean, nature is amazing and diverse, and so are we, friends.
I'm very proud of it. This is ABC7 Chicago coverage of the Gay Pride Parade, 54th annual parade here in Chicago.
We saw the mayor come through earlier, and now this is the group from the city of Chicago. Folks from various departments, also members of the LGBTQ Advisory Council are coming through, and look at that big, beautiful flag.
You know, I noticed that people are doing something very, very special. They're passing out water. People are hydrating. That is something good to do today because it's a hot day for the parade.
Jose, I thought you were going to say you were grateful they were wearing a lot of tank tops, a lot of exposed arms. I was going to say thank you, too.
Cody, both things can be true.
Hey, guys, you know what this flag reminds me of? Remember the big parachutes they had in gym class? We'd stand in a circle.
Yes.
Float them up, and somebody would run underneath to the other side. I wonder if we can get a game of that going with the Pride Chicago flag here.
Perhaps by the end of the parade, that's exactly what will be happening.
I'm sure the smart people are underneath it right now acting like they're helping.
Waiting for that moment.
The parade is a big production, and there were two marshals this time. Tanya, who was the other marshal? I mentioned Dr. Maya Green.
Dr. Maya Green was one marshal. We also have Dr. Catherine Creticos, a respected infectious disease specialist, dedicated more than 3 decades to serving the LGBTQ+ community. She's the medical director of clinical research at Howard Brown Center for Education, Research, and Advocacy. We're going to see Howard Brown later on in the parade. I know, really, really valuable resource for the LGBTQ+ community.
But first, baby, we got hot firefighters. And unfortunately, TV is a visual medium, and we must discuss what they've got going on today. So that fire department float with a Maltese cross in rainbow colors and a Maltese cross that states, "Be kind," okay? T-shirts that identify members of the Chicago Fire Department as supporting the LGBTQ community. And of course, the CFD provides both fire suppression and emergency medical services to the city of Chicago under the jurisdiction of the mayor of Chicago. They look good, fellas. The Chicago Fire Department is the 3rd largest municipal fire department in the United States. That's just after New York and Cal Fire, as measured by sworn personnel. It is also one of the oldest major organized fire departments in the nation.
You know, we know all too well the service that firefighters, and I also want to give a shout out to the Chicago Police Department. You know, we see them in unthinkable circumstances and doing this with bravery and courage and just a tremendous amount of sacrifice for the city of Chicago. I want to make sure.
Chicago's finest.
You're exactly right. And so to see them out right now doing this, getting to experience joy and just have fun makes me so happy.
Seeing them in good times, that's the important point.
Let's go down to Jason Knowles now, out on the street.
I just want to echo what you were saying before. Of course, we love our firefighters. We love our Chicago police. Here's the Chicago Police Pride flag. We love them. They love the gays. And we're talking to some more gay people. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Remind me of your names. Hyro and Jeffrey. And you have a very interesting story to tell us. You've been married 12 years, 2 years before marriage equality. So tell me your story.
We went supposed to for vacation to New York, and he said, "What do you think? Let's go marry." I said, "Yeah, why not? Let's do it."
Why not? And so you did it in New York when it was legal there, but before nationally and federally. So tell me, how have things changed in the 10 years? What have you seen? We're celebrating.
It's just nice to be federally recognized and not have to worry about only being in New York. It's great.
And what would you say to people who may wonder, why is it so important that for marriage equality, whether you're gay, you're straight, why is marriage equality important?
It's important because if something happens to him or me, we want the rights to be able to be in the hospital. If something happens, it's just really important for that.
Okay. Well, thank you both for sharing your story. Lots of excitement, lots of energy here on the street. We're going to be back here for the whole morning and through the afternoon. Back to both of you, all of you.
I love it. Let's go marry. Let's go marry.
There are your people, Kim.
Yes.
Take it away, our Hall of Famer.
It's Kim time.
The Chicago Hall of Fame is just an amazing organization. One of the first in the country to really honor LGBTQ people and their accomplishments. I had the honor of being inducted in 2016. And it's just amazing to be alongside all of those folks who are heroes of mine.
Well, we're proud of you. Honored to be with you, Miss Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Let's go to Jason with somebody else who's here to share some pride.
Here very soon. I'm back here a lot faster than you thought. We have Governor J.B. Pritzker here. Hi, Governor. Happy Pride.
Thank you. Happy Pride to you.
How are
Great
you?
to be out here with thousands and thousands of people having a great time.
I mean, today is just a day of excitement, electricity, and fun. But what's your message to people who kind of feel like maybe they're not as accepted?
Well, we are having fun out here. It's a beautiful day. Thousands and thousands of people you can see. But we're also out here to make a point, which is we've got to stand up for LGBTQ rights in this country, but especially keep people safe in the state of Illinois against what's happening in Washington, D.C., attacking LGBTQ rights. We won't let it happen to the people of Illinois.
Thank you. Thank you, Governor. Thank you so much. And yes, we want to keep people safe, keep people equal. Most importantly, though, we want to have fun and celebrate the fun, the energy, and the rainbows.
Lots of rainbows out there, Jason. Thank you so much.
Good to see the governor. He's being well received today.
So good to see
That's
him.
his wife, MK, to the
MK, yes.
Right on our screen.
Supporters of the community forever before he was governor. And
That's Juliana Stratton, isn't it?
yes.
Juliana Stratton.
And
that's
she
right.
is
Governor.
all rainbowed today. Beautiful. I don't know if you all know this, but Illinois is one of the top 10 states in the nation that is considered safest for LGBTQ folks. And that's in large part to the governor and the Illinois General Assembly and the amazing advocates that are in this state.
No, Kim, and you feel it. If you talk to the people in the community, a lot of us, myself included, came here from somewhere much smaller in the Midwest, and Chicago is that beacon of light in your mind of like, that's the city where it can happen. And it is just a peaceful life where you could fall in love, have a job, live pretty normally, just without discrimination. That's the goal.
The couple that Jason was talking to early, they were expressing, when they were talking about rights from one state to the other. I mean, what marriage equality means, certainly there's the joy and the love of marriage, but also knowing that when you travel to other states, you have power of attorney, healthcare proxy over your loved one in case anything, God forbid, ever happens. And so that is an important part of marriage equality and what the nation got 10 years ago.
That's right.
That the community is trying to preserve.
Yeah, 10 years ago, a few days ago, was when the Obergefell decision was handed down by the Supreme Court that made marriage the law of the land. So my wife and I have benefited from that. We've been together 26 years. Don't ask me how long we've been married because the gays have a lot of different anniversaries. I rely on Facebook to tell me that, but
ask my straight husband the same question, and he probably have a hard time telling you too. Our anniversary's in about a week.
Hey, you are watching the 54th annual Chicago Gay Pride Parade on ABC7 Chicago. We'll be right back.
Final boarding call. Porchlight Music Theater's hilarious smash hit musical Titanic must close July 13th. Using the iconic songs of Celine Dion, you'll find out what really happened to Jack and Rose on that fateful night. Get tickets now at BroadwayandChicago.com.
Pride Month reminds us that everyone deserves compassionate care. At Endeavor Health, we're committed to offering a safe, seamless, and personal healthcare experience to every person, every time.
At Paris Baguette, delight in our summer berry trifle or the new strawberry pistachio fraisier cake. Grab one or both for your next summer gathering. Stop in today or order online at parisbaguette.com.
Call 312-6-million. Injury law made personal. That's Ankin Law.
Final boarding call. Porchlight Music Theater's hilarious smash hit musical Titanic must close July 13th. Using the iconic songs of Celine Dion, you'll find out what really happened to Jack and Rose on that fateful night. Get tickets now at BroadwayandChicago.com.
Welcome back, everybody. You're alive. This is Chicago, the 54th annual Gay Pride Parade on ABC7. Just a few minutes ago in the break, we had a chance to just turn around and look at the people and just revel in the joy that we're feeling on this Sunday afternoon. A beautiful, beautiful day.
And we just saw Equality Illinois roll through. They are the oldest, largest, most effective advocacy organization in Illinois, defending rights for LGBTQ Illinoisans. They bring the voice of the people and allies to institutions of power across Illinois. But I think we got a big water tank coming up now.
Before we do the water tank, I just want to congratulate Brian C. Johnson, CEO of Equality Illinois, who is leaving after 8 wonderful years. Congratulations, Brian. Wishing you all the best on your next chapter.
We join you in that, Kim. Thank you for sharing that. And you were talking about water tanks, Cody?
Yeah, that's my neck of the woods, Tanya. Established in 1889, the Metropolitan and Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago treats wastewater for more than 5 million residents. So if you've never thanked them before, thank them today.
Water, water, water. They keep it flowing.
Also of note is that Commissioner Precious Brady Davis is the first out trans commissioner of the Water Reclamation District and one of few out trans elected officials in the country.
She's very
Cam, that is an
active in the
amazing
community
note
as
to
well.
add. Thank you for it.
Yeah. And Precious is beautiful.
Precious is gorgeous. Always has been. And she, oh my God, well dressed. Don't try to compete with her. So next we have Onyx Medical Wellness and Nexus. We mentioned Dr. Maya Green earlier as one of the Grand Marshals. She is also the co-founder of Onyx Medical Wellness and Nexus. Nexus is a pioneering telehealth first service line of Onyx Medical Wellness, powered by Onyx Health Collective, dedicated to expanding access to HIV prevention care and STI services with a focus on LGBTQ plus communities and communities of color. And they just opened their Southside location a couple of days ago, actually.
Brand new.
During Juneteenth. And the center is located at 2247 East 73rd Street in the South Shore neighborhood. So get your medical care on the South Side with Onyx Medical Wellness and Nexus.
They do a lot of good work. A lot of good work.
Here comes the Chicago Spirit Brigade, a high-energy, community-based fundraising organization that uses performance and athleticism to raise money and awareness for nonprofits that provide direct care to individuals who face life-altering challenges. 20 years old, this organization. Let's take a watch, see what they've got for us here. They're pausing. I sense maybe we have a little
Formation.
performance. Let's get in formation.
Okay, ladies.
Here we go.
All right. You know, those pom-poms are hard to work. Have you ever tried working with pom-poms, Cody?
Tanya, more than you know.
I suspected. I tried it once.
I recognize this routine. I'm jealous I'm not with them right now.
You know, Chicago Spirit Brigade, just like many of the other organizations here, all volunteer, right? And it's just an amazing thing to see. And even this parade has tons of volunteers. I got some data from the organizers. There are 233 registered volunteers for the parade. They volunteer approximately 6 hours each for a total of like 1,400 hours just for the parade. There are 151 contingents and about 15,000 participants in this year's parade as well.
So it doesn't just happen.
It does not just happen, no. This is one of my favorites.
You can feel the energy coming in, baby. It's a big bar.
You say right, gay, right, gay, right. I say trans, you say right, trans,
Right.
trans,
Right.
I say happy, you say pride, happy,
Pride.
happy, pride. Let's go, Chicago!
I would love to talk about Sidetrack, y'all. And that voice we just heard was Miss Anna Deshawn from E3 Radio, who is one of the co-hosts of Sidetrack's monthly storytelling program, Outspoken, that is near and dear to my heart. I co-hosted for 8 years and handed the mic to Anna. Sidetrack is one of Chicago's most iconic LGBTQ plus establishments. Just celebrated its 43rd anniversary on June 12th. It is owned by longtime community leaders Art Johnston and Jose Pepe Pina, and last year's community grand marshals for the parade. The bar opened in 1982 and has grown tremendously over the years, and they are hoping to have a satellite site at O'Hare Airport. I'm expecting a lot of missed flights because people are going to go in that bar and forget what time it is.
Well, you know who's on time right now?
Yes.
Metra's on time.
Good one, Tanya.
That's all that matters. That the trains are on time.
And nice float that they came up with this year. Love that.
Metro's actually making their Pride Parade debut. And we're proud to see them.
And well done, Metra. Hey, you know, we haven't heard from Jason Knowles in a minute. Let's go down to the parade route and see what he's up to.
Hey, it's feeling a lot better out here. We have a little bit of cloud cover. I thought it was raining. It's not. It's the confetti. It's not raining men. It's raining confetti or something is coming down right now. Anyway, we found a family that traveled a long way to be here, and I like the Free Mom Hugs t-shirt. Tell me a little bit about your story. Where did you come from? You came from a far place, Charlotte, right? Not that far, but kind of far.
We're from Charlotte, North Carolina, and we come to Chicago Pride every year for the NASCAR race, and we come early so we can be here to celebrate with the people of Chicago.
So you do the whole week. You make a week out of it. Pride, the whole week in Chicago, and then NASCAR. Tell me about what do you love about Chicago so much?
Oh, Chicago's our city. I grew up in Michigan, and I came here as a little girl, and I brought my daughter here to Chicago, and now I'm bringing my granddaughter.
And tell me a little bit about why you're here. Why is this so exciting for you to be proud and out?
It's fun to just celebrate everyone who loves each other. It's just a lot of fun. Like it's really cool to get to have this.
And I was wrong earlier. I was saying that it wasn't raining. It is raining. It rains every year, right? But it'll probably pass quickly. How are you doing?
Good.
And what's your name?
My name's Emma.
Emma. Oh, you are so adorable. I love the flowers.
Thank you.
Do you like being here at the parade? Why?
What?
Why do you like the parade?
I love it.
You love it. Lots of colors, right?
Yeah.
All right.
She calls us the rainbow people.
The rainbow people. Well, maybe a rainbow will come out soon after the rain. We are all hoping. But we're still going to be out here, rain or shine. Back to all of you.
Rainbow people. That's beautiful. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, thank you, Jason. Here we have Lambda Legal, founded in '73, the oldest and largest national legal organization whose mission is to achieve full recognition of the civil rights of lesbians, gay men, bisexuals, and transgender people, and everyone living with HIV through impact litigation, education, and public policy work.
And shout out to their regional director, Doug Curtis. Lambda Legal is super busy these days, filing lawsuits and making sure that LGBTQ rights are protected across the land. So, thank you.
I can smell the rain. It's refreshing, actually.
It is refreshing, and nobody has left, y'all. It's raining, but it's just cooling people off, that's all.
Yeah, it's spritzing. Nature's spritzing us.
Some hard workers taking a little day off today to be in the parade.
That's wonderful representation. And I'm so happy that Jason is finding families for us to talk to. Because that's what this is, a celebration of family, family support, family love. That's what the day is all about. Happy Pride, everybody.
And here come the White Sox from the south side to the north side. Show some south side pride as the Chicago White Sox and their beloved mascot. Is that Southpaw up there? Is he in a crop top?
I believe so.
Okay, Southpaw. Honestly, I should have wore that today. A little more ventilated. Good, the White Sox.
Did you know that? So I'm using Cody's mic now, guys. Can we get I want to pay attention to Southpaw, but this is also how we're making this work.
This is live TV, folks.
We're sharing a mic, Cody, because I'm having some technical difficulties. Southpaw just turned 21.
Yeah,
he did. He's legal.
Legal to be at these bars after the parade. That's great. I know we're in Cubs land, but I'm a Southsider too.
And honestly, a message for the body positive movement. He's got curves in all the right places.
There's PFLAG, the Council of Northern Illinois. PFLAG, a national organization dedicated to supporting, educating, and advocating for LGBTQ plus people and those who love them. PFLAG Council of Northern Illinois, a coalition of 18 PFLAG chapters in the state of Illinois.
I love PFLAG so much. They have been allies to the LGBTQ community before it was popular.
And they step up and do that support that's so much needed. You're live in Chicago, the Pride Parade. We'll be right back.
Be our our guest at Disney's enchanting musical, Beauty and the Beast. Experience this timeless classic tale brought to life like never before. Fill your heart with joy and Disney magic at this dazzling and beloved production.
Coming to the Cadillac Palace Theater July 9th through August 2nd. Tickets at BroadwayandChicago.com.
Sweeten your summer at Paris Baguette with strawberry pistachio pastries and cake, freshly made to make your day. Pair them with an expertly crafted pistachio latte or cold brew. Stop into your local Paris Baguette today or order online at parisbaguette.com.
At Endeavor Health, every voice is important and every person is respected. Discover a career where your best self is our endeavor.
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling award-winning vehicles for you, right here in America. And we're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we've lowered MSRP on our best-selling Rogue and Pathfinder. So you can get the car you want, at the price you want, knowing Nissan is here for you at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue, or get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Pathfinder.
That music is popping, bubbling.
And probably royalty-free, Jose.
This is ABC 7 Chicago, the Pride Parade, 54th Annual Pride Parade. And we're having a wonderful, wonderful time. Shout out to the organizers of this event, because this thing is on point.
It is on point.
Everything is where it's supposed to be. Everybody's where they're supposed to be, which makes it just a beautiful day.
And you know what? If anything goes wrong, you work with it. We had some raindrops out, and so, you know, people looking for cover. Cody and I got to share a mic a little while ago. We got Cozy, heels and hard hats.
It was just first base, Tanya. It's
I love a woman with a hammer.
I do too, Tanya.
They're an LGBTQ-owned and operated contracting business dedicated to providing a wide range of specialized contracting services. Actually founded back in, I don't know the year. But
been around a while.
The company was built on a vision of equity and inclusion in the construction industry, alongside their sister company, Endurance Heels and Hard Hats, committed to uplifting women and minorities in the trades.
And let's give credit where credit is due. I think women are getting it done around with that DeWalt, DeWalt drill.
Always.
Left, right, and center.
Always. 100. And I just want to share, before Heels and Hard Hats, Brave Space Alliance came through. Brave Space is an amazing organization on the south side of Chicago, trans-led. Their leader, Shannon Lynn Parker, has assembled an awesome team, and this organization has grown so much over the last few years. So just want to give a quick shout out to them as Chicago Gender Society, Chi-Town Gender Alliance comes through. The Chicago Gender Society, let me slow down, was founded in May 1987 to provide education, support, and community for transgender individuals for more than 3 decades. CGS has offered a safe and affirming space for people to explore their gender identity, connect with others, and find empowerment through shared experience.
There's nothing like a safe space.
Nothing like it.
You can't underestimate the power of safety.
Float coming through right now, Cook County Health and County Hair, and then Care. Behind them is the Obama Foundation. Remember, during the Obama administration, there were significant strides made, advancing protections for LGBTQ Americans. And this Pride Month, the foundation honors that progress while continuing to learn from leadership and lived experiences of LGBTQ organizers, shaping the path forward.
Let's go down now to Jason, who has a special guest for us. Jason?
Hey, the rain did actually stop. It cooled us off a bit. Now it's getting hot again.
It is so warm out now.
Chloe Daniels.
Hello, everybody. Happy Pride, Chicago. How are you today?
One of Chicago's most well-known drag queens. Tell us a little bit about what you do, how you've been entertaining Chicagoans and people in the area.
Absolutely. The this is my 15th year performing here in the amazing city of Chicago. You know, we're out celebrating Pride. I work over at Time Out Market in Fulton Market with Chef Art Smith. I've had a brunch there now for the last year. And, you know, 15 years of working within the community, Center on Halstead, Howard Brown, all those amazing organizations. I'm so happy to be back.
And how long have you been coming to Pride in the parade?
Pride, I came out in 2010, so ever since then. So yeah, it's been a great run so far.
2010, and we keep on going. It's still so much fun, so much excitement.
It's amazing. I'm so lucky to be here this year with my husband. We just got married in December, and you know, this is the time to. We have to combine ourselves and be one. We have to be a community, you know, especially this is a protest. Pride is an absolute protest, and we're so happy to be doing it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's definitely a balance. Tell me why it's so important. You want to, like, obviously have fun, focus on the positive energy,
absolutely,
have a great time, but we also want to say, hey, we're still here.
Absolutely. We have to, you know, combine, we have to be a community and help each other out, be strong for each other, you know, all different types of, you know, gay, lesbian, straight, allies, the POC, we have to be there for each other.
And congratulations again on the wedding. Your husband's over there.
Thank you. Yeah, my husband's right here behind
TV,
us.
Or does he want to
come on in?
Come on.
He's going to get on. We're going to bring Brian and everybody. That's my husband, Brian. Hello.
How are you? You want to interview your husband? Why is Pride so important?
Are you having a good Pride this year?
Good.
Yeah.
Nice and hot.
It is. We had a little bit of a cool down. The rain wasn't bad. I hope it didn't ruin my hair, but it's okay, right? A little rain. I don't see the rainbow yet, but yeah, we're having fun. We're going to be on the street. All the stories. We are here. Chloe, thanks for stopping.
Thank you so much, Jason. Happy Pride, Chicago. We love you.
Happy Pride, Chloe, and congratulations to you both. All right, here we go. You need to get your face beat. Go down to Ulta. They got the supplies you need. Celebrating the beauty of Pride during the parade this year. MAC Cosmetics is one of the sponsors there. Ulta is excited to bring its beauty to the Chicago Pride Parade.
A busy place. This time of year.
It's the place. And I also want to know, we had the Artemis Singers walk by during Jason's interview.
I was very excited for this one.
They are Chicago's lesbian feminist chorus, proudly celebrating its 45th anniversary in 2025.
Guys, I love lesbian musicians.
Tanya,
I really
speak
do.
on it, Tanya.
My first concert was Lilith Fair.
Oh my God!
And I'm a child of the 90s. So much so last year, Vinny, I went to see Melissa Etheridge and the Indigo Girls.
Yes.
I mean, I knew every word.
Come to my window.
I'll be home soon, baby. I'll be home.
That is how we knew my oldest sister was a lesbian. She started playing "Come to My Window."
There we go.
He said, "Here's our sign."
That's a sign.
That's the theme. That is the theme song.
Sweetie, we're at the window, okay?
All right.
That's a kiss trolley. A trolley with lips.
Lips and lipstick, baby.
Ulta Group has a big contingent here.
They do?
I think I would be in the trolley. I'm a trolley girl.
I want to get Chloe back and ask her for some makeup tips.
Yeah, I need Jason to interview a gay that's not married so I don't feel so bad.
Your people.
Maybe DoorDash can bring me a man.
That bag's big enough.
You'd be amazed at what you can get from DoorDash.
Well, that bag is towering at 15 feet tall, Jose. The DoorDash bagmobile is cruising through Miami and Chicago, delivering to popular local neighborhoods in each city. And
How are they moving it?
I think there's all the dashers are inside of it.
That's a lot of groceries right there.
Oh, and hello, Trey Ward.
That's our
I see Trey. I see Cheryl Burton. I see Liz Nagy. Cheryl Burton has to be one of the most joyful human beings we could ever ask to have in our newsroom.
Inside and out. What a beautiful heart.
Oh, hello, friends. There's Maria. Jason Knowles.
ABC7, we are proud to bring you this, and those are the people who do it.
Yeah, Marie Narval there, who works on the digital side.
Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl.
Look at Cheryl's shirt. I love that. She needs to twirl for us.
She can.
I think we've got Leah Hope on the float up there as well.
Leah's there.
Deanna
Yay for us.
And next up, we have the Chicago Bulls with BMO. Benny the Bull, the beloved mascot of the Chicago Bulls, is back in the parade alongside the Lovables and the high-energy 312 crew. This exciting joint entry with BMO features Benny's van and a vibrant float, bringing plenty of fun, flair, and Chicago pride to the parade route.
Because I hate to objectify the mascots at this parade, but they are looking good today.
They brought it.
BMO and Benny and the Bulls. That's a group. The Lovables, they are so talented. Those girls really work hard.
They're all decked out in rainbow fair.
It sure don't hurt that they're cute, too.
That's right.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say nothing.
I got you, Jose. I got you. Nice show put on by the Bulls there.
Don't you hear that music that the players come into, that Bulls music at
It's a
United
party,
Center?
y'all.
That's what it feels like.
Party with a purpose.
Well, they got moves, too.
I know.
Who is Benny's friend?
I don't know who Benny's friend is. Do we know who Benny's friend is?
It looks like a good friend. It's a good friend.
That's the BMO Lions.
That's
for
Benny's roommate.
LGBTQ affinity group.
Yeah, Benny's roommate from downstate.
All right, here we go. Well, this looks like something out of the Wizard of Oz. Roscoe's Chicago's leader in nightlife and entertainment for more than 38 years. A one-of-a-kind float designed and built by the talented staff at Roscoe's Tavern.
Oh, wow, they did it themselves.
They did it themselves.
They got a wicked theme going on.
They got a Glenda. They got a
That's cool.
A few friends of Dorothy on that float.
Defying gravity.
And
It's
next
time to hit that Cynthia Erivo note.
Yeah. Good luck with that. And next up is Howard Brown Health. It's interesting, their position is number 50 in the parade, and they are also celebrating 50 years of providing liberated health care to the LGBTQ community with their brand new CEO, Dr. Travis Gales, at the helm. The organization continues to grow stronger, offering services across multiple locations, including, and you all have to check this out, we're not that far away, their new state-of-the-art facility on North Halstead, right near the center on Halstead. Their community grand marshal, Dr. Kathy, say it for me, Tanya.
Dr. Kathy Credicos.
Thank you. We practiced this, and I got it wrong.
I'm hoping I got it right.
I just know her as Dr. Kathy. I didn't even know her last name.
That's all that counts.
She's proudly representing Howard Brown as the Grand Marshal, one of the Grand Marshals in the parade today.
And access to health care for our community, Kim, is so important.
So important.
Howard Brown has a way of doing it that just makes it feel, it removes all the noise that you might have and what you're worried about talking with your doctor.
That's right.
The stigma's removed. And I'm sure Vivint Health plus TPAN is doing the same thing. They're walking through right now. A federal HIV care funding faces uncertainty, and a vital new resource for health justice has opened in Chicago's 48th Ward. That's up in Edgewater. It's a neighborhood, baby. Vivint Health at TPAN is the nation's second largest provider of HIV prevention and treatment. Recently launched an integrated health center. Staff and volunteers are joining the parade to promote the clinic, its services, and its mission. Check them out.
All right. We got my Wildcats here. Northwestern University's Out Network, NU Out Network. It seeks to create and promote inclusive spaces and foster community among members of Northwestern University and affiliates. You know, on our campuses everywhere, you know, people deserve to have a place that they can go to turn to if they need help, to feel a sense of belonging. And so shout out to my alma mater, Northwestern, for showing up.
There you go. Wildcats.
And Cody mentioned the importance of healthcare earlier.
Thank you for joining us today on the 54th Chicago Pride Parade. We'll take a short break and be back on the other side. Stay with us.
Final boarding call. Porchlight Music Theater's hilarious smash hit musical Titanic must close July 13th. Using the iconic songs of Celine Dion, you'll find out what really happened to Jack and Rose on that fateful night. Get tickets now at BroadwayandChicago.com.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
Melissa Etheridge. Indigo Girls. Yes, we are tour. August 17th, J. Pritzker Pavilion in Millennium Park. Tickets on sale now at jamusa.com.
This Pride Month, Endeavor Health is celebrating every voice within our community because feeling seen, valued, and understood is part of your health too. Your whole self is our endeavor.
Final boarding call. Porchlight Music Theater's hilarious smash hit musical Titanic must close July 13th. Using the iconic songs of Celine Dion, you'll find out what really happened to Jack and Rose on that fateful night. Get tickets now at BroadwayandChicago.com.
Welcome back to ABC7's presentation of the 2025 Chicago Pride Parade.
You know, sometimes, folks, welcome back. You just want to grab life by...
What?
Be careful now.
Yeah, it's the Lord's Day, Tanya.
We welcome Grab Magazine, a bi-weekly entertainment and lifestyle publication serving the LGBTQ community of Chicago, surrounding suburban areas, and the Midwest. We've got Folia Brazil dancing up their Brazilian carnival style. Man, their feet can move fast.
And here come the geniuses.
Smart people.
Yeah, Rainbow Mensons. Here they are. They are Chicago's LGBTQ plus members of Mensa, the world's oldest and largest high IQ society. Still waiting for my invite.
Not a member.
Not a member. This in Chicago, the contingent includes Mensons and guests from around the globe. This is when you get on the dating apps. We need to find out when that convention is. The Mensa membership requires scoring in the top 2% on accepted intelligence tests. Beyond socializing, the Mensons actively support LGBTQ plus causes because why? It's the smart thing to do. I know that. They believe visibility is vital to unite and protect the LGBTQ plus community.
I never knew it was called Mensons when it's a group of Mensa people. Mensons.
You thought it was Mensa?
Mensa.
Jose, that's what's keeping you out of it. It's keeping you out of the club.
We've got some stick handling happening here, courtesy of the Chicago Blackhawks Foundation.
Cody.
Blackhawks Foundation entry featuring, of course, the Tommy Hawk van and beloved mascot Tommy Hawk himself. You know, he proposed to me once.
He did.
Got down on one knee on the rooftop of the peninsula. They had an ice skating rink out there, and then I never saw him again.
And that is actually what happens at Pride. Okay? And I've got the DMs to prove it.
Cody's got the receipt.
Look at Tommy Hawk.
All right, he's
Go
got some
Tommy.
footwork
Go
there.
Tommy.
Shout out to my fellow Canadians, really, who make up most of the NHL.
That's true.
No, I'm a mediocre ice skater. We used to ice skate for Jim.
Well, we square danced.
We did too.
In Arkadelphia.
That was it.
And in Kansas City, Missouri.
We could dose this and dough.
Here comes something sweet, and I'm not talking about myself. Ferrara Candy Company is proud to walk alongside the Chicago Gay Men's Chorus for the 4th consecutive year in the Chicago Pride Parade. I mean, what, we got Sopranos and Sweet Tarts? That's what I'm... Okay.
Let's check in with Jason Knowles now and see who Jason is talking to.
Woo!
Oh, that feels so good. Oh, I know I'm on. The photographer thought there was a mistake. We know we're on. Oh, yeah. I'm getting a fan, and I know that you said, Cody, that we weren't talking to any single guys, that we were talking to all the married men. Well, I found you a single guy, and he fans for free. Tony, tell me a little bit about your story.
Well, let's start from, I was married for 34 years.
To a woman.
To a woman. 3 kids, 44, 40, and 36. 8 grandkids so far. Got divorced 13 years ago, and I've been enjoying my single life ever since.
And so you came out about 13 years ago?
Well, about 16 years, slightly.
Slightly, around that. So what's that been like coming out, you know, a little, what's that been like coming out a little bit later, not as a teenager, not as a 20-something? What has that been like?
I appreciate it more, and I understand what coming out, not coming out, keeping it a secret. And when I finally did, it was like a big brick lifted off my shoulder. I can be who I am.
Yeah, and now you are who you are?
Yes, I am who I am. And I've got friends, straight, bi, gay. They pretty much know my story, and they're helping me.
And you're celebrating today. Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Wisconsin.
But you live here?
Yes. I've got to plug my hometown. If you don't know, the Ringling Brothers Circus came from Baraboo, Wisconsin.
Oh,
That's
wow.
their hometown. People want to know why I'm crazy and nuts.
And that would be why.
After my family sold the dairy farm, we moved into town, bought a house on the wrong side of the tracks, which everyone knows about that, but also on the wrong side of the river. That's where all the carny people were.
Oh, okay. And who would have known? The circus.
I know.
It was always in town.
Yeah.
Okay.
And knowing carny people, I know about the carny that's in.
Okay, we're going to cut it off right there. But we are here to have fun, and of course, thank you for stopping. Thank you for talking. I love the fan. It was amazing, and thank you for keeping me cool. Back to you guys.
And welcome to, I guess that's my new man. You know, he's single. Welcome to the dating pool, everyone.
He came from the country, too.
He came from we got a lot in common, and I'm automatically a grandmother.
Are there carnies downstate?
It's all a circus, Tanya. We know that.
And we're just the clowns.
What do we got here?
We have the Chicago Dragons Rugby Football Club. This club is Chicago's first and only inclusive rugby team affiliated with the International Gay Rugby, competing on regional, national, and international stages. The Dragons are dedicated to growing the sport of rugby by welcoming players of all orientations, gender identities, and skill levels.
You just got to be tough, because that scrum looks like one big group hug.
God,
But
yeah.
it ain't a group hug for long.
I volunteer as tribute. I would like to know.
And they got some Smirnoff for you.
Absolutely. I'll need it after the hug.
One of our parade sponsors, the Smirnoff float featuring life-size Smirnoff bottle. So we're going back to Jason. Jason, have you found someone new for Cody?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't vet him to ask if he was single yet. Jonathan, correct? Jonathan, are you single? We want to know.
Yes,
Everyone
I am
wants
single.
to know. Okay.
I'm single.
I'm only allowed to talk to single guys. No more married guys.
Okay.
We've already been told. So tell me, you have a very interesting story. You were actually afraid to come to the parade.
I was afraid to come up to my mom and all that, and my family and all that, but I am who I am. I'm happy. I'm enjoying myself.
And you're here at the parade.
I'm here enjoying life to the fullest.
And so where are you from?
I'm from the south side of Chicago.
South side of Chicago. And you've never been to a parade before?
This is my 4th year here, but I've always been afraid to come because I wouldn't know what people think about me.
Right, but now you are on. I mean, everyone knows you're here now. You're on ABC 7.
I'm single. I'm happy. Living my life.
That's great. How about you? Tell me a little bit about why you're here.
Antonio. It's my 2nd year on Pride. Hi.
This is your 2nd year.
Yeah, it's my 2nd year.
What's your favorite part about Pride and the parade? Why do you like to be here?
People, all the people, nice, chill people. Everybody's so sweet, so nice. I'm here with the Bill.
What has been your favorite float so far?
I love the Red Bull one.
The
We
Red
got
Bull.
drenched in water. We needed it. We needed it.
You had to cool down.
We needed it.
All right. Well, thank you for talking. Thank you for telling us your story and sharing that with us. And yeah, I mean, that's amazing. I mean, you think about that, like afraid to come out to the street, to the parade. But unfortunately, that's why we're all here, because we're all here for equality, and we're all continuing that fight to be out and proud and not afraid to say who we are.
Everybody deserves to be as they were born.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate it.
All right, the dating pool is expanding.
By the segment, you guys. I mean, we've got a roster.
Is there a device here that we can swipe right, swipe left on?
And now we have the Center on Halstead, which began in 1973 as Gay Horizons, a volunteer-run hotline. Today, they've grown into a comprehensive LGBTQ+ community center with more than 60 dedicated staff members, yet volunteers remain at the heart of their mission. Center on Halstead is proud to have our amazing volunteers march with us in this parade. Shout out to the CEO, Jolie Robinson. I also know there is a rooftop party going on at Center on Halstead. And my guy, Joe Bedencourt, gave me a fan with a mister, so thank you, Joe, because it is hot.
And that works, too. That works.
It works. I'm not going to do this with my headphones.
They've got some nice facilities out there.
They really do.
They have athletic courts out there that you can play on. They have Whole Foods attached.
They have a computer lab upstairs, youth programming. Attached to the building is the Center on Addison, which has senior programming and senior housing and town hall. So it's really a comprehensive LGBTQ space.
And it's a center for the Midwest as well, because they provide services for everybody.
Yes. This is the Bisexual Queer Alliance. Very cool. This is an organization that's been around a minute. There aren't very many organizations devoted to the bisexual community, but this is one of them right here in Chicago. They do amazing programming and advocacy work for the bisexual community here and throughout the state.
We got McDonald's following it up.
I'm loving it.
We're always loving it, Jose.
And here comes the world's most famous clown, McDonald's Chief Happiness Officer Ronald McDonald himself, and Grimace joined along.
Grimace having a whole moment this year, Tanya.
Is he really?
Yes, very much taking off on social media. Is a queer icon in his own right. 100%.
I've learned something new today.
You taught me about the Ducks. I taught you about Grimace.
We're even.
Who said it's not educational up in here?
Absolutely.
That's right.
Wow, McDonald's. The rock and roll McDonald's is still alive.
Yes.
And it's alive in float form.
They are bumping and bumping.
I have to say, y'all, Ronald McDonald is the only clown I can tolerate. Clowns are a little scary for me.
I see Mariano's.
Shout out to all the people marching along the parade today. It's a long way, it's hot, and they are keeping it going.
You know, I love hearing the stories that Jason is bringing to us. A lot of times we think about young people coming out, but to hear an older adult tell his coming out story is not as uncommon as people think.
No.
A lot of people wait until either their spouse dies or their parents are deceased before they feel like they can come out. And it's great to have a city like Chicago where folks can feel like they can be who they are.
Some people wait till the kids are grown, out of the house. They don't want to be judged and ostracized.
Here comes some of my favorite people. This is Edgewater Candles coming in with free mom hugs. Okay, so the candle part, that was founded in 2016, offering candle making classes in their charming and gift-filled boutique in Edgewater. The free moms hugs part, that's what I love to talk about. An organization founded by Sarah Cunningham that empowers the world to celebrate the LGBTQIA+ community through visibility, education, and conversation, and of course a little warm embrace. And also marching in the group is Play Catch with a Dad, a community group that aims to provide a supportive environment. Ain't nothing like a ally, a part of the community, free brother hugs. Everyone needs a hug every now and then.
Absolutely.
It makes a world of difference. One hug.
Yeah. I'm a hugger.
Oh,
are you a hugger?
Me too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even in the heat, you get a hug from me.
Yeah.
It's a clammy hug
gap in the parade. It takes time to hug all these people. We got a million friends to hug.
You know, while we take this little gap moment, I want to give a shout out to this beautiful floral display in front of us here, provided to us by Seville Flowers, family-owned business out in Evanston. They first opened their doors 80 years ago, and they are pleased to participate in the Pride Parade since it is now an LGBTQ+ owned company.
Wow. Oh, it smells so good. I wish you guys could smell these flowers.
It smells delicious. And coming up right now is the Chicago Native American and Indigenous Community 2S LGBTQ+ float. So they are representing the Indigenous community and Native American community of Chicagoland through a collaboration of multiple organizations. Chicago sits on the traditional homelands of the Council of the Three Fires, and then eventually when Jewel Osco went up, and then they're right now as well.
Those are our friends from 103.5 KISS FM. You know, you're at a distinct advantage being on a float in a parade and having a staff of DJs behind you.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a party all the way down the street.
Otherwise, you're fighting over playlists. You need someone to take control.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a really good point, too. I got this.
Next up is the Uptown Chamber of Commerce. Founded in 1923, the Uptown Chamber of Commerce is one of Chicago's oldest business associations. Its mission is to build a strong, unified business environment, promote economic development, and strengthen the community to nurture a diverse, vibrant, and thriving Uptown.
I love Uptown. Good place to be.
The most diverse community in Chicago.
I think the flowers are pollinating into my face, by the way. I got a little breeze going.
Well, that'll help with the dating.
Some potential suitors walking up now, I see.
Who do we have here? Can you see?
I think this
is this Project Vita, maybe? No?
I think it's the Chicago Black Gay Men's Caucus. This organization is committed to advancing health equity among black, gay, bisexual, same-gender loving men with a focused mission to eliminate HIV within the community. Shout out to Dr. Keith Green, who is the executive director of Chicago Black Gay Men's Caucus, doing great work.
I think we saw Lawrence Hall walking up there too. Lawrence Hall, one of Chicago's oldest community service agencies, celebrating its 160th anniversary this year. Their mission is to empower individuals who have experienced trauma by fostering healing, stability, and community connection. As a certified innovator agency with the Human Rights Campaign Foundation, Lawrence Hall opened Illinois' first LGBTQ+ transitional living home for youth in care and continues to develop innovative programs with a second LGBTQ+ home opening next year.
Here comes Shy Pride Volunteering, coordinating volunteer events citywide and creating opportunities for LGBTQ+ individuals and allies to connect and make a positive impact. Ooh, it's a loud crowd out there. Part of a team of more than 250 volunteers actively supporting the parade today, helping out with everything from staging to taking things apart. Thank you, Shy Pride.
Absolutely.
We'll take a short break right now, and we'll be back with more parade coverage right after this.
Be our guest at Disney's enchanting musical, Beauty and the Beast. Experience this timeless classic tale brought to life like never before. Fill your heart with joy and Disney magic at this dazzling and beloved production.
Coming to the Cadillac Palace Theater July 9th through August 2nd. Tickets at Broadway and Chicago.com.
Ankin Law supports all communities and tries to be involved in as many Chicagoland and state of Illinois events as it possibly can. More specifically, the LGBT community is very active in justice. And without equal access to the courthouse, there could be no justice. And that's what Ankin Law prides itself on, is helping people. And when the law or justice is not working for them, Ankin Law goes to court, gets that justice, and makes things right.
Chicago Pride Guard champions. They are champions of inclusivity and fearless self-expression through its dual missions to ignite LGBTQ+ awareness and allyship, and to promote the sport of the arts, known as Color Guard. With more than 500 active performers, supporters, and volunteers, the Chicago Pride Guard spreads love, acceptance, and pride throughout the year. And from personal experience, the gayest club you could be in high school.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Color Guard.
Oh, and their sponsor is right behind them, Steve Quick Jeweler. Steve Quick Jeweler has been a Lakeview neighborhood staple and proud ally for 40 years. This year marks their 10th parade, and they are proud to be the only jeweler participating. Their first parade 13 years ago, Steve Quick Jeweler won Best Float for a local business. They have since partnered with the Chicago Pride Guard, a highlight of the parade, to make a cohesive message of love and inclusion. This year, more than ever, Steve Quick and the Pride Guard thought a show of unity was important.
I like that. That's a good group, isn't it? They look good.
Oh, we have Tricon Chicago next. This is a volunteer-run nonprofit dedicated to supporting queer South Asians, their families, friends, allies, and the broader community. South Asian, if you didn't know, includes individuals with roots in Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Nepal, and the Maldives.
Okay, Cam, you took us around the world there.
I'm trying to get in that Mensa group.
Let's go to the Maldives.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that.
I'm feeling that too. It's hot there, though, isn't it?
Here comes Advocate Illinois, Masonic Medical Center, a part of the hospital-wide system committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community. Located in the heart of North Halstead, the medical center has been actively involved in a lot of initiatives over the year promoting inclusive and affirming care. We thank them for taking part in this year's Pride Parade.
I have to say, in a year like this, in a moment like this, it's so refreshing to see these corporations and institutions supporting the LGBTQ community. A lot of folks have backed out, and not necessarily of this parade, but just across the country. And so, in many ways, it's a brave step for these businesses and institutions to be here.
That's what, when you think about the theme this year, Cam, it's really truly about showing up, and being here this year speaks volumes.
Stepping up is a good way to put it, too.
Let's dive right into this one. I will gladly take it. The Chicago Smelt Swim Team, Chicago's predominantly gay and lesbian U.S. Masters Swim Team. They promote fitness, friendship, and community in competition through swimming. Towel off, boys. It's hot out there. With a long history of parade participation, their entry is always a highlight.
I guess so. Hey, Andersonville. This is Chamber of Commerce, a nonprofit 501c3 organization dedicated to promoting small businesses, inclusivity, and diversity. They provide resources to residents and business owners across Chicago on small business management, with a particular focus on promoting LGBTQIA2S+ and BIPOC communities. They help everybody.
They added all
the letters.
The alphabet.
All the alphabet. They got all of the alphabet.
They got everybody in there.
Everybody.
Happy Sunday. You're looking at Cell Block coming through. I think their visuals speak for themselves. They are a legendary LGBTQ+ leather and kink bar operating ladies through 2024 marked their first ever participation in the Pride Parade, and their 2025 truck features some colorful items on there. Jason Knowles, you are going to save me now. Jason's got someone on the street.
Please do, Jason.
Hi, I'm here to save you. And I also noticed you have that Lover Era shirt. I'm right behind you now, Cody, in the booth. Hi.
Okay.
And we found another family with a very interesting story. How are you, Lindsay?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Lindsay, tell me about your family and where you're all from.
So we live in Rogers Park. This is her second Pride. This is her first Pride, and we're here to support the community with everything that's going on in the United States. We wanted to show our support, our love and support.
And you told me, like Tanya, and we love Tanya, you're an ally like Tanya.
Yeah.
Why is that important to be an ally?
Because you should support all humans. I mean, that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, wow. That's it.
That's what you do when you're a good human. So it doesn't.
I mean, I love that's such a simple answer, but so powerful. Support all humans.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm a CPS teacher, and that's I have my own children. I would hate for anyone to judge them or not give them what they deserve because of who they love. It's just,
Right. And what do you think of Pride? And you're here and you're enjoying it.
support the community. So are you having fun? Yes.
You having fun?
So
That's the most important part. You got to be having fun.
Yeah. Really fun. Yeah.
And you have a lot of beads. I think I have to add a little color to my outfit. Can I have a couple beads? Yeah. All right. A gold, blue. One more. Can I have a red? Do I get a red? Oh, if I can get it on, I'll have to fix it later. All right. So I'm a little more colorful now, not just the blue. But thank you for sharing your story. Yeah, it was emotional. I'm a little emotional. Okay. Back to all of you. And that's it. I mean, right? How simple is that? That you just have to respect human beings.
Love everybody. Love everybody. That's it. That's the message. And that is the overall message here today. And we're happy. And I got to say, ABC7 is proud to bring you Pride.
I think they won. We certainly are. Who is making all this noise now?
I know, chiming in.
You sound like my mother.
I do a lot of momming. The Employee Resource Group, ERG, called out Chime, focuses on raising awareness, fostering allyship, and celebrating the LGBTQ+ community within the company.
Chime the doorbell thing?
That's Ring. I think it's a cell phone company.
Okay.
You know what? We'll Google it.
And now we have Planned Parenthood of Illinois. Planned Parenthood is a leader in providing sexual and reproductive body care and providing education for every body. For more than 100 years, they have offered specialized care to the LGBTQIA+ community, including gender-affirming care, wellness exams, cancer screenings, STI and HIV testing, and treatment and more, all in a safe and non-judgmental environment. You can make an appointment at one of their health centers located across the state or through telehealth. They can offer whatever you are.
Kim, I love hearing you talk.
You know, I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to be like you.
You talk like you know what you're doing.
Occasionally, I do. Not always.
That's a Hall of Fame voice.
You just gotta say it with confidence.
What a beautiful day.
We got the Chicago Metropolitan Sports Association coming up. The Midwest's largest nonprofit LGBTQ+ sports organization, offering recreational and competitive leagues year-round. CMSA welcomes all players, regardless of sexual orientation, gender, or gender identity. You guys know I played tackle football as a kid?
Yes, you did.
Can you imagine it?
Yes, I can.
I'm trying to right now.
Defensive line, Tanya. Defensive line. Yeah, absolutely. You could have found me up in the park, tackling the boys.
I love it.
Cody.
Everybody's
Behave.
All right, this will throw you for a loop. Here comes the Chicago Park District.
love the sounds like Daddy Yankee.
All right, it's a party.
They put a lot of work into that float. I've built floats before.
They're taking their show on the road.
In real life.
I think the heat is making people wilder. Like, you feel the energy is cranking up the more the parade is going on.
It's an inverse relation. Oh, yeah. No, it's not inverse. I guess it would go in the same direction.
And everybody's got fans now, so.
All right, as we say goodbye to our friends from the Park District here, we're going to take a quick break, go to commercial, and we'll be right back with more of your Chicago Pride Parade.
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling award-winning vehicles for you, right here in America. And we're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we've lowered MSRP on our best-selling Rogue and Pathfinder. So you can get the car you want, at the price you want, knowing Nissan is here for you at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue, or get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Pathfinder.
Final boarding call. Porchlight Music Theater's hilarious smash hit musical Titanic must close July 13th. Using the iconic songs of Celine Dion, you'll find out what really happened to Jack and Rose on that fateful night. Get tickets now at BroadwayandChicago.com.
You never know when you might be involved in an accident, so please put my number in your phone, 312-6-million. Injury law made personal, that's Ankin Law.
Final boarding call. Porchlight Music Theater's hilarious smash hit musical Titanic must close July 13th. Using the iconic songs of Celine Dion, you'll find out what really happened to Jack and Rose on that fateful night. Get tickets now at BroadwayandChicago.com.
Welcome back, everybody. We're having a wonderful time this afternoon. A beautiful Sunday in Chicago. You're at the 54th Annual Pride Parade live. We're in Lakeview.
Love seeing all the colors.
This looks like royalty.
Who are these queens we have here?
Oh, they got bubble guns.
Bubbles.
My buddies.
Of Uptown Ravenswood and Lakeview, 6 blocks north of Wrigley Field. So they've got comfort food, a touch of Southern hospitality, providing events that give voice to vision of all those who need to have their voices heard.
Tanya, wasn't there an old doll from the 80s called My Buddy?
I remember that. I remember the song too, My Buddy. Yes,
Wherever I go, he goes.
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's some good yes and, Tanya, which is perfect for who's coming up. This is the second city.
Like that improv.
Yes, thank you. I'm classically trained. The world's premier brand improv sketch comedy is here. They are dedicated to entertaining, inspiring, and transforming through courageous comedy. You know the legends that have come out of this place. It's been a long cultural icon in this city, and they got places in Toronto and New York.
Yes, and there are no taboos.
Never.
In improv. They tackle it all, and they do it with humor.
And Second City has for everybody. Anybody who's anybody in the comedy world
100%.
come through Chicago.
Right.
Second City. We're proud of what they do and what they've done.
And we could all use a laugh right now, I'm telling you. And the laughs coming from within the community, perfect, necessary, medicine.
That's right. Next up is Firebrand, Second City Country Dance Association. Firebrand is a high-energy performance troupe of the Second City Country Dance Association dedicated to showcasing original country western dance choreography created and performed by its all-volunteer members. as the dynamic visual expression of SCCDA's mission, Firebrand proudly represents Chicago's LGBTQ plus country dance community.
So apparently these country dance conventions are called hoedowns.
I know they do. Yes, they are.
That's what they say when I trip on Broadway, okay?
Hold down. That's wrong. You're so wrong. You're wrong for that.
I love a good line dance.
That's some do-si-do right there.
And we got to give them credit because they're doing it in denim and flannel.
Yes, they are.
And those boots are not that comfortable for
They are
that.
not, and they're walking that whole parade route, dancing the whole
Oh,
parade.
yeah. That's some Alaman West.
What a fun time. The Legacy Project moving through. We're testing my eyesight right now.
We really are.
You're doing well. You are doing well.
Well, I will say Legacy Project is the organization that is in charge of the pillars up and down Halstead Street with the plaques on them. It is the only outdoor LGBTQ permanent historical markers permanently dedicated to the LGBTQ community. They also have their traveling legacy wall in City Hall right now.
Kim, can I tell you how happy it makes me every time I cross the street in the North Halstead neighborhood and I'm walking on a rainbow?
Yes.
So fun. My daughter loves it.
Those pylon markers are beautiful.
They are beautiful.
Yeah, a couple of drinks at Charlie's, too. You'll be walking on a rainbow.
You'll be line dancing on it.
I will share that there are also rainbow crosswalks in South Shore now, near Jeffrey Pub, which is the oldest gay bar in the state.
Oh, what a fun addition on our south side. Also, let's play ball, y'all. There go the Cubs.
Even though I'm a Southsider, I'm okay with the Cubs.
Nothing wrong with a hot dog on a Sunday, Kim.
Not a thing.
Joining us for the first time, the Chicago Stars from the National Women's Soccer League, owned by a diverse group led by Laura Ricketts, of course, co-owner of the Cubs, who spearheaded the team's purchase back in September 2023.
And if you need an attorney, Jose, here comes Cook County Public Defender's Office.
What you trying to say, Tony? What you trying to say?
I'm saying I might need one. I'm building my alibi right now. They proudly march as public defenders.
Guilty.
Very guilty. No alibi. Honoring more than 90 years of protecting constitutional rights.
Let's go check in with Jason Knowles now, down on the street.
Hey, I'm sweaty. I was square dancing with the Cowboys. You know, back in the day, I did go to Charlie's, and I remember that. I'll never forget. The Cowboys go out at midnight. The other young guys come in. They take out the church. That's another story. Anyway, we found ourselves a pillow princess. Tell me your story. Where are you from?
I'm from Northwest Indiana, and my husband told me to come and have fun, be safe, and don't do any lesbian stuff, but that's what I'm here for.
You're here for the fun and here to see the parade.
Yes.
And so tell me, why is it important to be here?
I just, want to spread the love. Pride is everything. Love is love. Spread it. It's amazing. People need to be safe. People need to be able to do what they want to do. Love who you want to love. Have fun.
Right. I mean, everybody should just be themselves, right? And tell me a little bit about, I love the design. How much work did that take?
Not
it's
too
beautiful.
much. Thank you so much. This is all a tattoo. And these, my sister helped me put them on, my eyelashes.
And she has some too.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, we have a wonderful makeup artist, Alex. She's amazing.
Yes.
She could probably do that too, but that's amazing. Look
Thank
at
you.
That. Oh my gosh. So how long are you going to be here?
All day. I've been here all weekend. I'm celebrating Pride. Celebrating.
And a lot to celebrate.
Yes.
Very colorful. And I added a little color myself. If you didn't see the last segment, I know I had the blue shirt, so I had to get some beads and add a little rainbow, right? Back to you
Very
guys.
well done. And you're right. We do give thanks to our makeup artist, Alex.
Yes.
These lashes you put on me would not be sticking around if I had tried to do it myself.
And I just want to say that woman said, her husband said no lesbian stuff. System for Health for coming in when they did. They unite top-tier experts in medicine, research, and education, driven by innovation and deep commitment to community well-being. A national leader in patient care and academic excellence, Rush proudly serves as the serves the LGBTQ plus community through inclusive, compassionate, and affirming healthcare. Is this their music, or are they being supported?
I think this is their music.
This is bumping for the ER, you guys.
Hey, I know some of the doctors from Rush. They are party animals.
All right now. Ain't it all life-saving, huh?
That's right.
Sometimes, Jose, it has to be life-giving.
Absolutely, Tanya.
Speaking of that, let's see what Jason's giving us.
Hey, okay, we got a really cool story here. Friends for 10 years. The show's been off the air. Now the Friends are here back again in Chicago. Tell me your story. Why are you here today?
Because you know what? I support love. I support free love. I've been in this neighborhood. It's one of the best cities in the world, and I want everyone just to love who they want and just to be who they want to be. That's all I want. I want to support that.
And not just one day of the year, all the time.
365.
Pride 365.
Yes.
And tell me your story. Why are you here today?
I'm here today because I love celebrating Pride every day of the year.
And where did you all meet? Did you all meet in Chicago?
Yeah, actually, well, we all met working together.
We're all from different parts of the country. I'm from Virginia. He's from Michigan.
I'm from Indiana. I'm from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we're all here, and honestly, we don't want to leave.
And Lakeview kind of brought you all together.
Yeah,
this neighborhood.
We've been Lakeview residents for many, many years now, and this is our community, and we love it, and we just want to support it.
It is quite a community. I mean, you love Lakeview. I do. I used to live in Lakeview. I loved it. It's so beautiful here. It's so great to be able to meet friends here. The tree-lined streets, the parks, it's amazing. So have a great Pride. What do you want to tell people at home to remember about Pride? Love is love. All right. Okay, well, on that note, love is love.
Love is love. Love is love. Let it take flight. We just saw the National Gay Pilots Association. If you were wondering where those hats and those little shoulder emblems were coming from, we're taking flight.
How do you get the hat? I'm ready to fly.
Here's some of our friends.
It's like I saw Waukegan Pride. I just got away from the Queen on the float. I had to look for myself.
So this is the Kenosha Pride with Waukegan Friends.
There we go.
Kenosha Pride celebrates its 13th anniversary in July at Celebration Place in Kenosha. The event features headliners from RuPaul's Drag Race, Cornbread, is this Acacia, and Widow, alongside recording artist John Levengood.
Wait, no, did I just wave to Acacia for God?
I think you did. I think you did. I think you did.
That's
oh
who
my
that was.
Goodness.
Yeah.
We got all kinds of stars in this parade.
Yeah.
Here comes the Illinois Department of Public Health.
State agency serving more than 12 million people, dedicated to protecting and improving the health of all Illinois residents. That's us at the table and you at home. Maybe. To our friends in Indiana, we love you too.
You know, I want to give some love to Pride Chicago, the organization responsible for the parade. This parade was really a labor of love of Richard Pfeiffer's, who died in 2019. And at that time, his husband, Tim Fry, took over and has been holding it down ever since then, alongside Steve Long and Ron Thomas. So kudos to Pride Chicago for all the work that you do to make this such an amazing event.
And it's huge, too. Well, there are my people. My people, Broadway in Chicago. You know, I do a lot of work with them. Happy to celebrate them. They bring world-class entertainment to Chicago. You know, all the shows, virtually, the big shows start here in Chicago, supported by Broadway in Chicago. And if you watch the Tony Awards and all that good stuff, everybody been through Chicago.
Correct.
I've had a chance to talk to a lot of the people who star in those productions. Before they take them to Broadway, they kind of tweak them and make them right. and they do it all right here in our city. We're going to take a short break for you and be back after this. You're watching the 54th Annual Pride Parade live in Chicago.
Be our guest at Disney's enchanting musical, Beauty and the Beast. Experience this timeless classic tale brought to life like never before. Fill your heart with joy and Disney magic at this dazzling and beloved production.
Coming to the Cadillac Palace Theater July 9th through August 2nd. Tickets at BroadwayandChicago.com.
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling award-winning vehicles for you, right here in America. And we're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we've lowered MSRP on our best-selling Rogue and Pathfinder. So you can get the car you want, at the price you want, knowing Nissan is here for you at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue, or get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Pathfinder.
The Pride Parade, sponsored by Titanic, the hilarious musical where Celine Dion meets the Titanic. Enkin Law, longtime supporter of the Chicago Pride Parade. Call 312-6-million. Nissan, lower MSRP, big adventures. Hurry to your Nissan dealer for a test drive. Endeavor Health, your best health is our endeavor. Beauty and the Beast, Disney's beloved musical returning to the stage.
Welcome back, everybody. The Chicago Pride Parade. The Chicago Federation of Labor out there. We're all laboring here in the booth. But it's not work when you're having fun.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
This is so much fun.
I'm just dealing with a wet bra, but I'm doing good. That's what.
What?
A wet bra, Tanya. I gotta support the girls today. It's too hot. Here comes the United Way of Metro Chicago and Chicago Federation of Labor. They know about doing work.
There you go.
They unite businesses.
That's where you were going with that.
I was going with it. They got the girls, government, nonprofits, and community leaders to provide funding and support to organizations across the region, including those serving the LGBTQIA+ community. They are followed by J.P. Morgan Chase, who could really clear some balances for me right now.
I had to go see him last week. Thank y'all.
Yeah, you could give them my info, Jose. But they are proud. Yeah, they're proud to be here. They are part of Chicago's community and stand proud with their LGBTQ+ employees and loved ones. Today and every day, J.P. Morgan Chase has been recognized by the Human Rights Campaign as the best place to work for LGBTQ+ equality 21 years in a row. That's a good list to be on.
Look at that. They brought their own DJ for the float. Really worth saying, though, just how important it is, just how appreciated it is when corporations come out and they show their support for the community, because these are spaces where, the message here is you're safe in our spaces.
That's right.
You don't have to hide.
Which is an important one for people to know and to internalize as they go about their lives.
Because people have been fired at some companies for being gay.
That's exactly right.
For being who they are. They lose their job, so they know a corporation has your back.
That's right.
Very important.
That's right.
And we do take that for granted in this era.
Yeah.
We really do.
We really do.
And in this city.
Yeah.
For sure.
We're in a bubble a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it nice to be the bubble that people come to?
Exactly.
Feel that sense of freedom. That's the message we've gotten from so many people who talk to our friend Jason Knowles out on the street today, especially when he gets to communicate with people who came from far away, some from North Carolina, some from neighboring Indiana.
Some from the circus, Tanya.
Some from the circus. We had one who lived close to Carney's.
You get it all here at this parade.
And we're glad to be the host of it.
This is my 4th year, and I'm happy to be here. This is one of the most fun things I do every year. We're our team here.
Yeah.
All the things. All the things.
We're Love Girl Group.
And you know what? If we're going to take a minute to recognize each other, I want to give a shout out to both of our friends here on either end of the host spectrum. spectrum. Kim, you are just such a fountain of knowledge. There's no question why you are in the LGBTQ Hall of Fame. Certainly deserving of it. But our living historian, giving so much context and color to the conversation here. And speaking of adding color to the conversation,
yes.
that is Cody LaGrow. You are one of my favorite humans, and I'm so glad to sit next to you. And to
Thank you, Tanya.
As I told Cody, I said, honey, I count on you because I'm here to set you up so you can spike it down.
That's what I'm saying. We got a good alley.
I still have to do news after this, so I can't be the one spiking.
And I'm trying to do booze after this, Tanya. So that's why we're a good combo.
That's right.
It works.
It works.
It truly works.
It's working.
Well, speaking of geniuses, we were talking about Menson's earlier. We've got the MacArthur Foundation.
Were we speaking?
As I just said, more booze.
We have the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, a private philanthropy headquartered in Chicago. I mean, this is where the MacArthur Genius Grants come from.
That's right. Kim's got one of those. Don't she have one, Kim?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Write that proposal, babe.
I know, that's right.
Some really important work coming out of those grants.
Here comes United Airlines. I got to tell you guys this story. Like 4 weeks ago, I ended up at a party. Everyone was a gay flight attendant from United Airlines. They were the most fun people I've ever met. They were wonderful. I love United.
All right, yes.
I'll bet you they wish they had those whistles on the plane so they could keep some people in
I
line.
bet they did. But they returned to the Pride Parade with a vehicle featuring their signature truck and luggage cart, accompanied by employees walking alongside. And because I was at this party, you guys, I know they just updated their uniforms, and they're all amped about it. They love it. And that's local reporting, boots on the ground. You heard it here first.
Cody is there for us. Bringing us all important things.
Whatever it is that you're reporting, make sure that your seatbelt is buckled and your tray's in the upright position.
Absolutely.
That's some friendly skies, real friendly skies, Cody.
They were very friendly skies, Jose.
That's WPP. They said they're proud to march for the first time in the Chicago Pride Parade. The company is a global leader in creative transformation, celebrating the diversity that fuels its community. Team members representing a spectrum of LGBTQ plus identities and allies are marching behind a vibrant rainbow banner. Today they're honoring WPP Unite. That's the company's global LGBTQ plus network, which drives meaningful change through pride, leadership, and intersectional dialogue. They do all that.
And right behind them, we have Thresholds, which is dedicated to providing essential services and resources for individuals facing serious mental illnesses and substance use conditions across the state. They have wide-ranging programs that serve youth and young adults, veterans, young mothers, the deaf community, and those experiencing homelessness. Their participation in the Chicago Pride Parade reflects a steadfast commitment to diversity, inclusion, and mental health advocacy within the LGBTQ plus community and beyond.
They're doing a lot of work.
They're an amazing organization. They've got locations all over the city and the state. They're actually creating a new tiny homes community for their mental health work, too.
We just saw American Airlines go through there. The Pride Employee Business Resource Group at American Airlines embraces LGBTQ plus team members, allies, customers, and the broader community. They celebrate diversity and work to strengthen the business in their mission to be the global airline of choice for their LGBTQ plus community. Back to that United Airlines party I was telling you about.
I was going to ask if you went to America.
I had to show them
my American Airlines credit card and was like, now sell me, baby.
That's right.
Convert me.
Upsell.
They do.
Hey, you know what? We're almost done.
What?
Almost done. Can you believe it's been 2 hours? I just had a great time as we see Expedia. Book us somewhere. Take us out of here.
Show on the road.
That's right. That's right. This has just been wonderful. The music, the people, the company, my friends, all so much love here.
So much love and joy.
And here comes a place that's been looking for me for a few months.
especially you?
You know, I have to say it's the overall theme of unity today, because we really, really need this for the LGBTQ community and our allies in this moment.
All right. Jason, what's your favorite part?
Oh my God, the rainbows, the balloons, the color, the excitement, the energy. It's such an honor, such a privilege to be here telling these stories from the sidelines. As I said earlier, I've been coming to the parade for more than 20 years, but it is quite a different perspective right here in the middle of it all. It's so fun, so important. I want to give a shout out to all of my friends in the community who are watching right now. Thanks for having me in your home and watching. And of course, all the people we've interviewed for all of these important stories. We've done so many LGBTQ plus pride stories. Sometimes we mash up the pride stories with the I-Team. Go to our website, abc7chicago.com, and watch
Gotta get
those.
the plug in there.
Yeah,
Thank you,
gotta
Jason.
get the
Real
little
fast,
plug.
Cody, what's your favorite part?
It's the energy. This will carry me through the week. I love the love.
So many people have worked so hard to make this broadcast happen for you all. We want to have a couple of quick thank yous. Jeff Wilson and the Chicago Transit Authority for allowing us to take over the bus turnaround.
Yes.
Gordon McGill and the Family Properties of Chicago for letting us use the Lakeshore Shopping Center for some of our vehicles. We're a wide load here.
Also, we gotta say thank you to Tim Fry, Steve Long, and his Pride Chicago staff and volunteers put together another wonderful parade. Guide us through the who's who, what's, when's. Also, thanks to Bob Devereaux at Jewel Osco for all his help. Chicago Cultural Fairs and special events for 30-plus years of great work.
And of course, our ABC7 colleagues working for months to make this broadcast a success on logistics, staffing, and details. Some of our crew, they've been out here on the sidelines hyping us up the entire time. I see my friend Cottery here. She's been dancing for the last 2 hours. We love to see it, and we thank you guys. Some of them have been out here long before the sun came up.
Yeah. Speaking of working hard, thank you, Cody.
Oh, no, thank you, Jose. An honor to serve, always.
I've heard that. And thank you so much to the wonderful Kim Hunt.
Thank you
madly,
for having me.
dear.
I love you too, sweetie. All of you. Mwah. Happy Pride.
And that's what today is about. It's all about the love, everybody. So here we go. One last look at the parade route. You know this parade's going to be going strong for quite some time.
We're going to join them.
We're going to join them.
I'm Jose Sanders right here with Tanya, Cody, and Kim. For all of us at ABC7 in Chicago, have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining us.
Our mission is to help everyone be their best. This Pride Month, we celebrate the strength of our community because your best health is our endeavor.
Final boarding call. Porchlight Music Theater's hilarious smash hit musical Titanic must close July 13th. Using the iconic songs of Celine Dion, you'll find out what really happened to Jack and Rose on that fateful night. Get tickets now at BroadwayandChicago.com.
There are over 8 million drivers in the state of Illinois. With that many people on the road, accidents are bound to occur. I'm attorney Howard Ankin, and if you or someone you care about has been involved in an auto, rideshare, or trucking accident, I'm here to help.
He has your number in his phone!
Call my office for a free consultation at 312-6-million. I'm here when you need me. Injury law made personal, that's Ankin Law.
Melissa Etheridge. Indigo Girls. Yes, we are tour. August 17th, J. Pritzker Pavilion in Millennium Park. Tickets on sale now at jamusa.com.
Your backyard getaway starts now with savings up to 70% store-wide at The Great Escape. Swim all summer long with a brand new pool. Save thousands. Right now, get $0 one-day installation as low as $79 a month. Save up to 70% on outdoor furniture, dining sets, sectionals, fire tables, plus umbrellas from just $59. And don't miss pre-tear of hot tubs. Save thousands. Payments as low as $105 a month. It's the ultimate staycation, only at The Great Escape.
Final boarding call. Porchlight Music Theater's hilarious smash hit musical Titanic must close July 13th. Using the iconic songs of Celine Dion, you'll find out what really happened to Jack and Rose on that fateful night. Get tickets now at BroadwayandChicago.com.
Watch meteorologist Greg Dutra on Eyewitness News.
Hey there, pack your bags and get ready. It's all aboard for an Outback animal adventure right here on Oh Baby. Today we'll discover Outback babies and Kiwi kids. Like these pups, they're destined for life at sea, but they're off to a rocky start. Good thing Mom is there. And it's koala aboard for this marsupial mama and her little one. Plus, the brightest colors in nature might just be underwater. And these jumping joeys don't seem ready to grow up and leave home just yet. Plus, the shy bird New Zealanders are proud to call their own. All this and more on Oh Baby. Hey everyone, today I'm coming to you from Silver Dollar City in the Ozark Mountains. You may have to cross a mighty ocean or two to reach these island nations, but a trip to Australia and New Zealand means getting up close and personal with animals found nowhere else. Some are cuddly, some are curious, and they all call this place home. Take a look. Australia is famous for its wildlife, since many of the creatures here evolved in complete isolation. It's the land of marsupials, including the iconic kangaroo, the wombat, and the unusual egg-laying monotremes like the platypus. But the land down under also plays host to a range of reptiles and a noisy array of brilliant bird life. For these loudmouth locals, there's always something to laugh about. An Australian icon, the kookaburra certainly knows how to make its presence heard. This family of black swans use their striking beauty to grab attention. But these chicks, or cygnets, aren't out for a leisurely swim. They're here to learn a vital skill: how to bob for a meal. Bottoms up. Once they're full-grown adults, black swans can dip their heads down 3 feet deep to find the best algae and weeds to snack on. There's beauty underwater, too. Ornately camouflaged sea dragons swim in the kelp beds off the southern coast of Australia. These members of the seahorse family get off to an unusual start in life. Sea dragon eggs are incubating on the underside of the adult male's tail. The female left her eggs there. The sea dragon dads do the patient work of looking after their large brood for about 4 to 6 weeks until the hatchlings burst out to take their first swim. Fast forward in time, and here they are. So delicate. Watching them get tossed around in the current, the sea dragons really live up to their name.